A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to this Thursday night edition of Sports Tonight. Promises to be exciting because we have a whole lot to give you on the show tonight. It's a promise that we'll be giving you an exciting package. We promised you last night that we'll make today's package a lot bigger, a lot better for you. And that's exactly what we will be trying to do on Sports Tonight this Thursday. My name is Tony Bitoye. I want to start off the show tonight by introducing to you Yemi Adebayo. Yemi Adebayo is starting off the show with me this Thursday. And tonight we're starting off the show with plenty of football. We'll talk football on the domestic scene. We'll talk football on the foreign scene. And we will, of course, on the program tonight also talk wrestling. We will talk table tennis. There's a lot really going on. And you are in for a swell time if you just stay around with us on Sports Tonight this Thursday. Yemi Adebayo, let me welcome you to Sports Tonight. And quickly add that as we speak, the two semi-final matches of Europa League are currently going on. And interestingly, both games are now at half-time. Liverpool have cancelled the 1-0 deficit from the first leg. It's 1-0 to Liverpool at the moment against Villarreal. And then Sevilla and Donetsk are playing now 1-1. Remember, these two teams played out a 2-2 draw from the first leg. So, but as it stands, Sevilla have the edge because they scored more goals away. But it's evenly poised now. There's still a lot to play for in 45 minutes. Yeah, a lot could happen, and we wait to see how all of these things pan out. For Liverpool, they've done what they should do. All they need now is a goal. But like I said, these things is just like walking on thin ice. Liverpool need to score one more. Yeah, and avoid conceding. They are on the road. If they have not scored in the first 45 minutes, it makes the job more difficult. Now they've gotten that goal. All they need is keep it tight at the back, look for that other goal, and ensure that they win. But the danger for Liverpool is that at any time, Villarreal do get that goal. For every one goal that Villarreal scores, they have to get one. They have to cancel it. They have to get two. Because if Villarreal should score now, as it stands, they need two more. They need two more. That's interesting, really. All right, but we'll do what we always do on days like this, when there are big games going on. We'll do what we always do on Sports Tonight, which is to update you around those games. Once there's a change around any of those games, we will update you. But as we speak right now, both games are at half-time. So the teams will rest for a while, and then they will come back for the second 45 minutes. We'll keep updating you as we go along on Sports Tonight. All right, but let's start off the show and tell you that we want it to be very, very key to all that we'll be doing on the program tonight. And you know how you can be a part of the show by means of feedback. So we expect you to take advantage of what you're seeing on the screen so that you can give us your thoughts, your opinion, your ideas, your feelings, your reactions to some of these issues as we raise them on the program tonight. Take advantage of our feedback platforms, Facebook and Twitter, those two handles, and we will be able to get your thoughts out to those who are watching. We can also be seen on our website, www.channelcv.com or youtube.com/channelsweb. If you click on m.channelcv.com, you can view us on, if it's your iPad or your iPhone or your BlackBerry, it takes you straight to your home for the news and makes you enjoy all that's going on real time. It gets better if you download the Channels app for Android, iOS, or Windows from their respective stores. It makes it even closer and better for you because Channels is right there at your fingertips and 247 anytime. You can enjoy everything that goes on Channels TV without inhibition, without any limitation, and that's what we desire for you. And as you do all of that, don't forget to tell us where your posts, your comments, your tweets are coming from. Helps us to appreciate you even a lot more for being a part of the show. All right, so let's move on very quickly and take a look at issues one after the other. Yemi, let's start with other sports. Let's start with wrestling. Daniel Igali led a couple of wrestlers out for qualifiers a few months ago. They went, they saw, they conquered. But you remember that after that qualifying tournament where we qualified about 5 women and a few guys, there was still a window in Turkey for Blessing Onyebuchi to go and see if she can make it to the Olympics. But the story coming out of the Turkish embassy today is not pleasant at all. What is Daniel Igali saying?
Yeah, they've been denied visas. Blessing Oyebuchi and her coach has been denied visa. Victor Kode, yeah, for the Olympic wrestling qualifying tournament that was supposed to be held in Istanbul, Turkey. Like you said, that's a window to get through to the Olympics. He said that they made their applications early enough, 15 days before today, and they were told to come today, actually, only for them to now turn around and say, we need 5 days to process all of these things. And it's really surprising because, you know, these are athletes. Someone has been denied the opportunity to become an Olympian, and that is something that is huge in the world of sports. I don't know what to say because the tournament starts tomorrow. It's going to be on the 6th to 8th. I don't see any miracle happening, but it's sad. It's sad when you do everything that you know to do. Because when this came out, you know, like you and every other person, the first question is, did you do what you were supposed to do? And that was the question that was that Daniel Igali answered. I said, look, everything we needed to do, we did.
Submitted on time. We did everything on time.
Then, you know, he even said 15 days, only for that dramatic U-turn, making you feel like it was deliberate. You know, sportsmen and women should not be caught in the web of, we can't even say it's political anyway, but whatever web it is, sportsmen and women should not be caught in it at all, because all they want to do is go there and represent their countries, and in this case, to become an Olympian. And you know, she's going to have to wait for 4 years to do that, and that's really sad. And it's no fault of ours and our coach. It's really sad.
Well, what can we say to Daniel Igali? Obviously very disappointed, but then he has done his best.
Yeah.
What else can he possibly do for Blessing Onyebuchi? We feel so bad for Blessing because she was already looking forward to these Olympic qualifiers. She had trained and done a lot of training, I mean, gotten a lot of exposure, only to be denied
a lot of emotional investment.
Emotional investment, but well, I think what that does for the other wrestlers is that they have to go to the Olympics and try to win something for Blessing, Onyebuchi, and of course for Daniel Igali, who has also invested so much in making it happen. All right, let's move away from wrestling very quickly, and just once again, I lied to you because we talked about this so many weeks ago when it happened. Nigeria will be representing Africa in the men's event for table tennis at the Rio Olympics. It's been confirmed now. We told you about this a long time ago, but the good news is that today confirmation came that indeed Nigeria will be representing Africa in the table tennis event for men, and that was because of how well our guys performed at the Olympic qualifiers earlier in the year. So that confirmation is good for us. Now we can begin to prepare and look forward to a fantastic time at the Olympic Games. While we are happy for the guys, not so for the girls. They couldn't turn up for their events because there was no money.
Couldn't even fight for a place.
They couldn't even fight for a place. But the good news is that the guys are going to be there representing Africa and of course representing Nigeria. And we hope that they go there and do us proud. That's our hope.
When you go there, most of the time, when you're not just flying your country's flag, sometimes it might just be your continent, you know, the hopes of the continent.
On the shoulders of Nigeria.
I remember how it was when Nigeria won gold in Atlanta, 1996. Everybody said it was for Africa, even though it was.
Yeah, it was for Africa, but
even though it was for Nigeria.
It was more for us as well.
Yeah, so I'm just hoping the guys will not go there to make up the numbers. That's the worry, really. And you said, you know, pessimists will say we don't really have time, you know. But I'm just hoping everything, the conditions, everything will work together and we'll be able to put up a decent performance. I'm not thinking of medals, table tennis, no. I'm not, but I'm just looking at decent participation. You know, that's what I'm looking at. But they can surprise me and go all the way. Like you said, we've seen stranger things happen. It's possible. But I'm not putting them in medal zone. But this news is good for us. It's good for us. And I hope, you know, the boys will be psyched up, putting their best. And who knows?
All right, so that's good for us. Nigeria flying Africa's flag for the men. For the women, it's not exactly the same. But as we said, we wish the guys the best of luck. They'll be representing Africa. But we know that these guys are Nigerians, and we'll be praying for them to go the extra mile for Nigeria. All right, let me quickly just take you to the Europa League game because there's been a change in the scoreline. Not in the Liverpool game. The Liverpool game is still 1-0 to Liverpool over Villarreal. Second half has started, but the goal has come in the other game in Spain. Sevilla are now 2-1 up over Shakhtar Donetsk. Sevilla 2, Shakhtar Donetsk 1. And what that does is that Sevilla, once again, are in the lead and are looking good to get into the final again. They are defending champions, don't forget, and they want to successfully defend their crown.
But for Shakhtar, nothing has changed. They knew they had to come there and score more than 2 goals. This has even helped them. Once they equalize, I mean, and even that's what draws does. 3-3, it's going to be advantage Shakhtar. So
Shakhtar are still very much alive.
They're still very. It's not as difficult as the Liverpool game, because once Shakhtar scores now, all advantage that Sevilla had before this game will be taken away. Now they would need an outright win. And you see, when you go into a game and you need an outright win, it makes it a bit easy. All these permutations about...
No, for Sevilla, they know what they need is just an outright win. They are the defending champions. So if Shakhtar keeps scoring, they have to keep outscoring Shakhtar.
But you know, before this game, a goalless draw or a 1-0 draw could have taken
Sevilla through.
But now that it's 2-1, they have to defend well and try to score more. Because at any point, if Shakhtar do get a goal, we'll
make it 2-2.
We'll either go into
and then they get a score draw more than better than 2-2.
It's going to be advantage Shakhtar.
The defending champions could be out.
Yeah.
All right. So Liverpool still 1-0 over Villarreal in that one. Just to give you that quick update from the games currently going on. Okay, we'll come back, Yemi, very quickly and take a look at some other issues. Today, the World Soccer Governing Body released the rankings for the month of April. Yeah. But I think really there are some months that rankings shouldn't be released.
Especially when teams are inactive.
Particularly when teams don't get involved at all in